Welcome to Pilates with Annie. This is your 15-minute for all levels. This workout is core focused and is designed to lengthen while strengthening your muscles. So we'll start with Mermaid. Knees and shins are stacked. You're off to one side. Arm nearest your ankles comes up. You side bend away from them. Restack your spine and counter stretch. Other arm up, side bend towards your shins and ankles. Restack your spine and keep going. I like inhale, side bend. Exhale, restack your spine. And on this next counter stretch, windmill 2 arms over towards your shins and take a twist. And we'll switch sides, so flip your knees and ankles. Arm nearest your shins comes up, you side bend away. Restack and counter stretch. And how much can you use your belly muscles to restack your spine? So that arm is weightless on the mat as you come back up. And let this feel good in your side body. One more here. 2 arms windmill to your shins. Take a twist. And we'll do a roll down onto our backs. So feet flat on the floor, knees are bent, arms reaching out in front of you. You'll roll down bone by bone onto the mat. And just take a nice long body stretch there. And next we'll do some bridging. So feet come back to the mat, knees are bent, palms flat on the mat. We'll do a flat back bridge up and a rolling bridge down. And on the first one, you could lift your hips and then press them up, make sure they're flat. And roll bone by bone down onto the mat. Let's inhale, lift up like a board. Exhale, curl back down. And so the flat back bridge up is working your inner core, and the rolling bridge back down incorporates your outer core. So your core has lots of layers, and we want to get all of them working. On this next one, stay lifted. Lift your heels, knees open, knees close. Open and close. Keep the hips flat. And you'll start to feel the deep muscles in your booty kick on here. One more. Heels come down, roll back down onto the mat. Point your toes to the ceiling. Just take a hamstring stretch. Nice job. Okay, now we get to do our core crunch. Feet flat on the mat, knees bent. Interlace your hands behind your head. And we'll start with some pelvic rocks. So going from your pelvic tuck to your pelvic tilt. So to your tuck, you imprint your back, lift your tailbone. To your tilt, point tailbone down, find space under your low back. And find between the two, find neutral. And we'll keep that and do some ab curls. On your exhale, lift your head and shoulders. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Making sure our pelvis is still and staying in neutral. One knee to tabletop, other knee joins it. Keep going. Exhale, curl. Inhale, lower. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Good. Stay lifted on this next one. One leg goes long, bring it back to tabletop. Switch, other leg long, and bring it back. And no arch in the back here, So as you extend the leg, make sure your back stays smashed into the mat. And if it doesn't, bring that leg up higher. And keep the knee in tabletop totally still as the other leg goes out long. And so we do that by using your booty muscles. Good. For a challenge, go faster. You'll switch and switch and switch. Keep going. Keep breathing. Nice job. For 3, 2, 1. Legs lower down. Last thing we have is our obliques. One knee to tabletop. Lift up, twist towards it, center, lower down. You lift and twist, center, lower down. Keep going. On this next one, stay in your twist and pulse, pulse, pulse. Good. Keep going. For 3, 2, 1. Come center, lower down, switch. Other knee comes to tabletop and lift, twist towards it, center, lower down. Exhale, keep breathing. Make sure your waist is doing the twisting. On this next one, stay in your twist and pulse, pulse, pulse. Almost there. For 3, 2, 1. Come center. Everything lowers down. Nice job. Take a nice long body stretch. We'll take a spine twist. Right knee over left, arms to a T. Drop your knees to the left as you gaze right. Legs come back to center. And we'll switch left over right this time. You gaze to the left as your knees drop to the right. And just soften into this stretch for a moment. And we'll go to some leg circles. So left leg can be long on the mat. Let's point the toe today. We'll take a hamstring stretch. Reach behind your right leg. Bend and stretch the knee. And the leg doesn't have to go all the way straight here. Fine to keep the knee bent. Release the leg, arms down by your sides, toe to the ceiling. Draw little circles on the ceiling with your toes. We want the hips quiet here. Reverse. And we'll go to bigger circles. So you'll cross over your body down towards the floor, around and back up. Cross, down, around, back up. Keep pressing palms and shoulder blades into the mat. Let's reverse side, down, across, and back up. 2 more. And we'll take another hamstring stretch. Reach behind your leg and trying to pull it as close to you as you can. I like to sort of lift up into an ab curl and pull that leg even closer. And then release and we'll switch. Other leg comes in. Right leg goes long, point the toe on the mat. Bend and stretch the left. Release the leg, palms go down by your sides. We'll go into little circles. And keep the working leg slightly bent. Reverse. Low belly is so strong to keep the hips quiet. Big circles. Take the leg across your body, down towards the floor, around to the side and back up. Inhale across, exhale down and around. Good. Reverse. Leg goes side, down, across, and back up. Keep going. Last one here. And then take your stretch on this side and trying to pull the leg towards you as close as you can. Release the leg. And we'll go to a butterfly stretch. So soles of your feet will come together. Drop the feet to the floor and knees can just flap open to the sides. Take a nice hip stretch. Soften into your mat for a moment. Okay, we are going to work up to teaser. Woohoo! So feet on the floor, knees bent, arms go back behind you. We'll start with some roll-ups. Arms sweep forward. You curl up to a seated position. Sit tall on your sits bones. Roll back down to the mat, bone by bone, and keep going. I am fixing my shorts here. Please always feel free to do the same. Arms go back. On your exhale, you curl up to a seated position. Inhale, tall. Exhale, curl back down. And using your belly to peel each vertebrae off the mat one by one. On this next one, we'll stay at the bottom. Lengthen one leg long. So one foot is in the air, one foot's on the floor. Squeeze your inner thighs together and keep going. And if this feels like too much of a challenge today, find to bring 2 feet back down to the mat. On this next one, pause at the bottom again, switch, other leg up. Sweep your arms up and forward, curl up, shoulders down and back at the top. And we'll pause at the bottom again and set up for teaser. We'll go from tabletop today. Bring knees to tabletop. On your exhale, sweep arms up and forward. You'll curl up as you extend your legs long out in front of you. Inhale at the top. Exhale, curl your back down as the knees return to tabletop. And do it again. Control the roll down with your core. One more. On this one, we'll pause at the top and try to balance. Reach for your ankles. Try to come up high on your sits bones. And then release. Nice job. Teaser is challenging. We'll finish with an ooey gooey cat-cow. So we'll do a few normal cat-cows, and then we'll add a circle, which feels even better on your back. So all fours, hips stacked over knees, shoulders stacked over wrists. On your exhale, scoop your belly, tuck your tailbone, round your back to cat. I like to press up to my fingertips on the first few. On your inhale, arch to cow. Point tailbone up and look up. Keep going. Really draw those shoulder blades to your back pockets as you arch to cow. And draw your ribs up to the sky as you round to cat. We'll go to the circle now, so go from neutral, shift slightly to either side, and round up on that side to cat. Shift to the other side as you arch down to cow. Keep going. And so your shoulders and hips might move around a little more than in normal cat-cow. That's okay. If you're doing it correctly, you'll really feel your obliques kick on. Let's reverse. Shift to the other side as you round, and the other side as you arch back down. And you'll feel how this is stretching different parts of your back. It usually feels really good. One more normal cat-cow. Maybe you find you have a little more mobility. And press back to child's pose. And you're done. You did it. I hope you found this workout useful. If you did like it, please give me a like or a comment or a subscribe. More videos to come, and have a wonderful day.